Yes, madame. It's always been said that no one could ever use the army to overthrow the government as long as my father is general. Because he is very loyal, very dedicated to Jarud's cause.
They have found a way to divide his loyalties now, she pointed out softly. I wonder what they're up to. A coup, probably, she thought. One began by blackmailing a general, who would then turn over his army or not turn it over, depending on how vulnerable he was. But Parvez was vulnerable now indeed. It was true that he could compromise by agreeing to keep his army out of the arena, but that would be just as effective for the coup makers as joining them. In any direction he turned, he would be rendered helpless. He could save his family or his king, but it was unlikely that he could do both. It was a diabolical trap. It was also very well planned, she realized, because Parvez would have had a week to search for his family, and that was long enough to scour the Middle East. But who would think of looking for them in a quiet convalescent clinic in Switzerland? But although Mrs. Pollifax worked hard at picturing a coup d'etat in Zabia, it remained an abstract for her, a geometry problem lacking flesh and bones. She had no passion for making or unmaking history. Rulers came to power, and rulers lost their power through votes, old age, or violence. They had their brief fling at immortality and departed. It was history's victims for whom she felt compassion. What mattered the more to her at this moment was keeping Hafez and Madame Parvez alive, while the actors played out their intrigues on a stage elsewhere.
This isn't a fair question, Hafez, she said, but when your father receives the cable sent this morning, what do you think he'll do? What manner of man is he?
Well, he is a man of much integrity, madame. I cannot imagine his turning over the country or the king to wicked people.
He sighed.
I do not know what he will do, madame. If he thinks me safe, and if they promise not to kill the king, why then, to save bloodshed, he might do as these people ask. But only to avoid a great bloodletting. I don't know, you see.